Hello, everyone, and welcome to our edition of East Brunswick Advisory Health Council's Wellness Spotlight. Today we're going to be talking about healthy thinking, and I'm honored to have with us today our special guest, psychiatrist Dr. Stephen Dyckman. Dr. Dyckman is a psychiatrist in East Brunswick with 5 years of experience. He specializes in caring for children and adults. Dr. Dyckman, welcome.
Thanks for having me, Ken.
Dr. Dyckman, can you tell us what is healthier thinking? You know, we're challenged more and more today with different stresses on our lifestyle, and it seems like healthy thinking is getting tougher and tougher to do. Could you just elaborate on that?
It is. Healthy thinking is hard. I think there's a natural inclination to kind of not see the positive in things, and I think it's you take care of your body, you know, you work out to try to get in shape, but people don't think of their minds and things that, you know, we have to work out our mind. We have to make sure we get that in shape in terms of thinking healthy, thinking positively so that you feel happy. I mean, the point of life is to really feel happy and good about yourself, and that's what thinking healthy is, really to feel happy and good about what you're doing.
Is that a hard thing to do?
It is for some people. I think that some people tend to see the negative in things. Some people tend to get down a lot. And I think that you have to keep yourself focused. It takes some sort of energy to kind of keep yourself in a positive frame of mind on a daily basis, so you really concentrate on the good things in your life and not on what's going wrong.
What are some things that people can do to be able to stay in that frame of mind? I'd like you to elaborate especially on what people can do to help children. I know you have specialized expertise in kids.
Sure.
And healthier children make healthier adults. Right. So what can parents do to be able to guide their children in thinking in ways that are much healthier for them?
Well, I think it's important to stress to see both sides of the picture. I think that a lot of times a kid will come home and a parent will say, "How was your day at school?" and the kid may complain about certain things, and the parent will just listen. I think it's important to say, you know what were some of the good things that happened today and what were some of the bad things that happened? And then overall, how was your day? And, you know, and most of the time, if you think of it that way, you probably did have a good day. So you want to train kids to kind of see things and see both sides of the coin, see the negative things, the positive things. You want them to kind of not just focus on what went wrong. And that's what a lot of society does today, is you read about in the paper, it's always what went wrong with something. You want to focus on what went right. So you want to specifically ask kids that, you know, what went right for you today at school? What went well?
You know, I've heard that the opposite of success isn't failure, it's defeat. And that failure is really the bridge between defeat and success. What is it that parents can do to encourage children to move, when they're on the bridge of failure, towards success instead of moving backward towards defeat?
Well, I think you want to emphasize the effort and not so much the results. You know, a lot of times kids will get discouraged when they try out for a team and they don't make the team, or if they do a project and they don't win first prize. It's not about what you do. It's not about how it ended. It's about the work you put in, and it's the process you went through to get there. And I think if parents emphasize, look, just try your best. We're proud of you as long as you're trying your best and you're happy, as opposed to, you know, we want you to make the team, we want you to get the A, we want you to win the project. I think there's too much emphasis today on success and not enough on just working hard and experiencing the journey. So teach kids to try to experience the journey and not worry about whether or not they're going to fail or succeed. You're going to be proud of them either way.
That's excellent. Great advice. Now, in addition to the focus that we want to instill, what else can people do by way of lifestyle that encourage healthy thinking? Have you found that eating a certain way or exercising a certain way, what things in a lifestyle can encourage people to help think in healthier ways?
Sure, that's a good question, Ken. I think that what people need to do is, you know, obviously exercise is very important. I think kids, adults, no one gets enough exercise. So getting, you know, 45 minutes of exercise 3 times a week is very important for your mental and for your physical health. Eating right really helps. Getting enough sleep, which is important. And finally, setting aside time to just have fun and relax. And I think in the hustle and bustle of today's society, people too much work too hard. They go to work, they come home, and they just go to sleep. And there's no me time. And for adults especially, I think sometimes you need that hour or two, whether it's once or twice a week, to do something you enjoy to do, whether it's playing a sport, going out with your friends, just going to a bookstore and reading a book and having a cup of coffee. But giving yourself that time to unwind without the telephones, without the cell phones and the pagers and anything else going on. That's something that I think people just forget about today. You know, there's a saying, work hard and play hard. And I think people forget about that playing hard. They just, you know, continue to work and work and work. So that's something I think people could do. That's excellent advice, Dr. Dyckman. Thank you so much for being here today. Well, this brings to a close another segment of the East Brunswick Advisory Health Council's Wellness Spotlight. I'm Dr. Ken Friedman, the president of the East Brunswick Advisory Health Council. The East Brunswick Advisory Health Council consists of a group of concerned East Brunswick citizens that are focused on enabling East Brunswick Township to be a healthier place in which to live. You don't have to be a doctor or a wellness professional to be on the Advisory Health Council, so if you'd like to be a member, you can express your interest to Karen Keskis at the Department of Parks, and her contact information you'll find at the bottom of the screen. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you again soon.